Shoot to Create podcast, man. We are out here, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, my brother.
Yeah,
man. It's good to be here. You know, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to commend you. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on your podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know, you doing your thing out here as a black man. I want to commend you on that. You know what I'm saying? It's big. It's big.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. You know, we outside for real. And I really appreciate that because at the end of the day, dog, the most valuable thing we got right now is time.
No, for sure.
You know, and that's not right now, but period, right?
No, for sure.
So, like, when anybody use their time and spend time with you, that's a big.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, just the fact that you here right now kicking it with me, just vibing, and the fact of, like, the years of consistency that we've been consistently, like, working in production field and doing what we're doing as far as like filmmaking and, you know, basically telling stories through video.
For sure.
That's like major. That's the only thing that matters.
The love of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, through the years, bro, like I said, I've been seeing your growth. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing you doing your thing, man. And for that, that's why I'm here. You feel me? The love, you know what I'm saying? To show that to my brother, man. Listen, and for me, from day one, it's always been about the love, you know what I'm saying? The love of filmmaking. That's why we do this, you know what I'm saying? I always tell everybody right now, I'm living the dream, you know what I'm saying? Because I set out to do this. You know, I told myself this is what I wanted to do from day one. I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a producer. I wanted to start my own production company, you know what I'm saying? And I set out to do it, and I did what I needed to do, you know what I'm saying? The grind. You know what I'm saying? You know, I started my journey, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to tell every filmmaker out here, you know, you got to start your journey. You know what I'm saying? It starts with that, you know, and within that journey, you know what I'm saying, that's when the beauty starts happening. You know what I'm saying? Doors start opening up for you. Like a lot of things start happening because you're on this path of like searching, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to that place you're trying to get to for the love of it, you know what I'm saying? But it got to be for the love of it first, you know what I'm saying? If you're not leading with the love, you know what I'm saying, then it's going to be a problem. But as long as you're leading with the love for the filmmaking and the process, then everything, you know what I'm saying, will follow suit.
Nah, 100%, because that's what's going to lead to consistency.
Nah, for sure.
Because you got to do this every day, whether you like it or love it, right? You got to stay consistently doing what you need to do every single day.
Yeah.
And that's like what you're saying, like the love of it, and just like, I'm gonna just really I'm gonna ask some questions because I'm always like a big fan of you. I'm big like not a fan of you, like I study you basically. Gotcha. I know, like, so for me, it's always key to have mentors and inspiration. You gotta have sparks. You need sparks and you need inspiration. And you need mentors and you need people that you could kind of like look at and sharpen your tools. Like people that inspire. Like regardless of, for me, I try to spend my time with the most people that inspire me.
For sure.
You know, everybody you see around me today or whenever, these are people that inspire me. Definitely. That's why they're around me.
For sure. They bring something to the table.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like we're starting with like, how did you get into production? How did you get into video photography? Was it photography? What was the start like?
Actually, the start for me was really I had a passion for it. You know what I'm saying? It all started for me back in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like I had questions. You know what I'm saying? I had questions for film, like music videos. I always asked, like, you know, how are they able to put together like music videos? You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know, the different scenes, and that was always so dope to me. Yeah. And I always told myself like, yo, this is what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. But, you know, because my first love was basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like in high school. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't do what was necessary in the classroom to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying, which was college. You know, and for me, film was my second, you know what I'm saying, that second love. And I told myself, I'm gonna put forward that same effort, you know what I'm saying, and drive that I had in basketball into film and music and entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much that's what I did, man. So it got started with me just kind of like in college. I was in a film program, like you know, at BC, like
Word.
I was in a film program, like and we would pretty much go around the school and shoot and do interviews. You know what I'm saying? Broward community. Shout out to BC, Central Campus. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go around the school and shoot interviews and just do different things with the cameraman, and that kind of sparked an interest for me. You know what I'm saying? And from there, like I was able to intern at 99 Jams. You know what I'm saying? For like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Just doing promotion, and with that, you know what I'm saying, I was able to meet people, because for me it was always about film and music. You know what I'm saying? Like those two was those two was always my passion. So I interned at 99 Jams for 6 months, and I was able to meet a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I was able to network. I was able to go to different events and different things that was happening in the city. And this was about like '02, '03. You know what I'm saying? Right when before that whole Miami movement. You know what I'm saying?
I was still in high school.
Yeah, right before that whole movement. You know what I'm saying? That the whole DJ Khaled and that We Taking Over movement, right? What was about to happen. And I was blessed to meet a director by the name of Dio Harewood. Shout out to Dio, man. He worked with Gil Green. I don't know if you're familiar with Gil Green. Shout out to Gil Green.
I'm a big I love his work. Like I said, I'm an artist. I study artists, especially from the city.
For sure.
Gil Green is somebody I study. I pulled up on the boys and everything.
Yeah, definitely one of the
not in a bad way, but like I studied them and I was like Googled them and found them niggas. And I was
for
like,
sure, man.
But nah,
definitely one of the OGs. But I happened to meet I met his partner actually, Dio, man. Shout out to Dio. Like every time I see him, you know what I'm saying, like I salute him, because he was the one who brought me in the game and changed my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I'm forever granted. Dio, thank you, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dio, man.
Shout out to Dio. I got a phone. Let me tell you the story, man. I got a phone call from my partner at the time, Donovan Thomas, man. And he gave me a call and he was like, "Yo, his uncle was having a barbecue." And he told me that a music video director was coming over at the barbecue. And he knew, like, I wanted to be in the industry and this and that. He was like, yo, Black, you got to come through, because this director going to come through. And I think, you know what I'm saying, like, this would be dope for you to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I know. And, you know what I'm saying, sure enough, bro, I went to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I met Dio, chopped it up with him. We had a good conversation, exchanged numbers, but it didn't happen right after that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want y'all to know. Like, I met him and we stayed in contact for about a year, just going back and forth, emails, phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Him going back and forth. And it wasn't until a year later I got the phone call and he was like, "Yo, I'm coming to Miami."
What y'all was talking about, like, in that time period?
That process, just learning. There's questions, you know what I'm saying, asking him, like, you know what I'm saying, what it took for him to be a director, you know what I'm saying, like, at that time I didn't really know much about the industry, so I'm at, what it takes, you know what I'm saying, like, what was, how to write treatments, you know what I'm saying, like that whole process, you know what I'm saying, and then finally I got that phone call and he was like, "Yo, Jermaine, I'm coming to Miami to work on Rick Ross video, Every Day I'm Hustling." Yo. Y'all know that video?
Yeah.
Rick Ross, Every Day I'm Hustling, man. That was my very first music video. And that changed my whole life. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the one, that day right there was very special for me. You know what I'm saying? Because not only I was on set, but I was really like, he put me in a position to really do things, you know what I'm saying? Like, to really run stuff, like, which was different being your first time on set. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing things I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing AD stuff, like, setting up shots and just kind of like, doing it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people seen that. You know what I'm saying? And from that one job right there, like, I was able to meet people. You know what I'm saying? And that took me to my next project, which was Spring Bling with BET. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it kind of went, like, like a roller coaster. Like, I did that job, then I did the BET Spring Bling, you know what I'm saying, which I met, you know what I'm saying, my partner, shout out to Young Chang, you know what I'm saying, on Spring Bling, doing that job right there. So
Word. Shout out to the homie. He always showed me, like, yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Nah, for sure.
You show 100% love. Fuck with him. Yeah.
Nah, and that's how, that's what it is. So, it was on Everyday Hustling. I realized like, yo, this is what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I could be on set. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a check for it too. So I was like, yo, I could get paid for this.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like, you know what I'm saying? This was like a life-changing experience. I'm like, yo, this is what at the time I was working at the airport too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was a sky cap at the airport for Lauderdale Airport. You know what I'm saying? So now
when did you leave the airport and you started working full time with this? Like, what was that like? Jump? Like, what was that like? At the end of the day, we hustle, we grinders, sure. Right? Because I don't like. I just want to know your mindset, just so like everybody could understand the mindset of like consistency. Yeah. But when you left that job, it's like boom, there's a whole nother grind. Yeah, so how was that vibe?
It was literally right after that. You know, what
it was right after that.
Like
boy,
literally,
like, man, I got it.
What? Nah, not even I got it. It was just like on some shit where like
destiny.
I just like I'm a bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I'm gonna figure it out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and keep in mind at the time I had I had a son too, because I had a son when I was right out of high school. You know what I'm saying? I had a son when I was 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I had to support somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really just about me. So you know what I'm saying? It was really like that mindset. Like I gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have no other choice. So it's like, I just got it. You know what I'm saying? I just went out there, man. And my next job, like I said, I did the BET Spring Bling. I worked on that for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I met, I met people, you know what I'm saying? And that lead to another job, you know what I'm saying? And it just kept on like a roller coaster effect.
So just so I could get, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people might not, I don't know if they've seen this joint, but it's like basically like I met you when I was younger.
Yeah, for sure.
And like you was always cool, you was always show love, you feel what I'm saying? And then like I remember like you hit me up to go to the like a production set.
Yeah.
And like that's how I know you as like always. That's my first experience with like an actual like
set.
So that was like a production set, yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. A production set is a lot of moving parts. Definitely. That all have to work together in order for it to work properly, right?
For sure.
So you got people that's taking care of wardrobe. Mm-hmm. You got people that's taking care of hair. You got people that's making sure everybody, women is touched up.
For sure.
And then you got light. You got graphers. You feel what I'm saying?
Got the cameras.
And then you got the production camera crew. You got the directors. You got the AD.
For sure. You got production staff. You
got the you got
the art department.
Art department.
For sure.
And that's a department that is slept on, but they do so much work,
man,
bro.
Like, listen. Everything you see on screen is art. You know what I'm saying? Is art department. You know what I'm saying? Like you seeing this right now, this is art. you know? So pretty much like, definitely, man, like you say, they don't really get the props they deserve. But shout out to the art department, man.
For real.
Like, without you guys, like, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be possible because you guys set the frame, you know what I'm saying, for it. So shout out to you guys, man.
100%. So yeah, like that's like my first experience on a production set. Like I've read it in the books.
What was that? That was Kevin Little.
That was Kevin Little
in Weston, right?
Yeah, all the way out west. Man. In Weston, Kevin Little joint. That was like probably 2008.
Let me ask you a question. How was that for you being like your first time on set? How was your experience on that?
Shit. Man, listen, man. All right, so for me, I was just grinding. You feel what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
I would just focus. My main focus was just to get better every day.
Got you.
That's it. I ain't worried about nothing else, but just constantly putting in work and getting like better at what I do every day. And then with that, it's not only just like getting better with like the technical aspects. You gotta get better with communication. You gotta get better with like the whole building. Because as a photographer, you gotta plan. You gotta anticipate.
For sure.
And you gotta also know how to build energy, lower energy. Like gotta know how to maneuver. So like that was like And that's how I learned every photo shoot. But that one right there is like, okay, I'm seeing how people communicate. I'm seeing how the whole organism work. And so when you hit me up and you told me about it, I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, I think did I tell you True could come through or something like that?
Yeah,
Or something
both,
like
both,
that?
yeah, it was both of y'all.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, yo, I was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, yeah, I appreciate it. You feel me? Like, what's up? True could come through, or you hit both of us or something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo,
You brought him through.
yeah,
Like, let's rock.
because I was like, yeah. Because that was a vibe, and for me as an experience for that first production, it was beyond me.
Gotcha.
Man, I met this director. Was it Darren Jones or Darren
Grant? I think
Darren Grant. Yeah, he's a big time director. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
sure.
So like, I met him. He was cool, and then I understood how the whole production worked. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like, being able to understand and see the production, like, and see how everything kind of like works together. And I think I was just like intern. I wouldn't necessarily didn't do any work. I was kind of like shadowing. You feel what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that was definitely like one of the first experiences. But that's how I learned how to like operate a production.
Gotcha. You seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's like for me like once that bug bites you, bro, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that experience, it's like that's all you want. That's all you want to do is just production. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the love of it, man. And
you gotta love it because it's like 12, 14 hours out there on when you, all right. So production day ain't no like 5 hours they out there in the sun. It just look good. Nah, bruh. It's 12 to like how many hours you been on set on one day on full?
Man, shit. The most I've been on set like 20 hours. I mean 20, 21 hours one time. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, you know what I'm saying? One day, like certain jobs might be 2-3 days.
20-hour days?
Nah, I mean, the first day might be a long day, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
But it might be a 2-3 day shoot. You know what I'm saying? So, one day it might be 18 hours. You know what I'm saying? 17 hours. Like, whatever it takes to get the job done. Because it's like you gotta think about it. Like, you only got that one day to get this art. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it takes that. You know what I'm saying? To get the art, to get the right art.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's all about that, but. It's all man. Long as you locked in and you focus on what you're trying to accomplish, it all work out.
That's what it is. So like, and just too, I want to talk about more the collaboration with you and like with Shane. Like, how was that like, well, not only but just with directors alone. Like, cause like that's a whole nother like that's. I feel like. The moment I started collaborating, that's the moment like my art started going up to a higher level.
Nah, and that's what.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's what I would tell any filmmaker. Like you gotta like work with other filmmakers because like that's when the beauty happens. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, 2 heads is better than 1, 3 heads is better than 2. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like you got to, and I think that's when really I took my whole thing to a whole another level was when. I started working with other people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because when I started out, like my whole thing was to be a director. You know what I'm saying? Like I directed projects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I did numerous stuff, and you know what I'm saying. And I realized through the process, I realized me putting everything together was like my strong suit. You know what I'm saying? Like. Me producing was my strong suit, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to directing. Yeah, I'm creative. I could come up with, concepts and stuff like that, but I like the, you know what I'm saying, the putting the process together, like putting the people together, putting the A to Z, you know what I'm saying, like making those connections, and that kind of got me going, and I realized at that time when, like, I'm more a producer than I am a director. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was able to say, okay, cool, let's make these moves. Like Young, you know what I'm saying? My man Young, he's the director. You know what I'm saying? He was the creative guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's ill with the concepts. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it makes sense. Like, okay, cool, he direct and I produce. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, we was rocking with our homie Blake. Shout out to Blake. You know what I'm saying? He passed away. Rest in peace to the homie, man.
Or
He was
rest
a part
in peace,
of
bro.
part of the squad, but we built together. You know what I'm saying? Young would direct, I would produce, and my man Blake would direct, and that's how we built early on. You know what I'm saying? Shooting numerous projects and building the real. You know what I'm saying? And everybody benefited from that. You know what I'm saying? Just from us coming together. Young would direct, and the projects would help his directing reel. And you know what I'm saying? And I would help, you know what I'm saying? And the project helped my producing reel. And then, you know, the project helped Blake, you know, art directing reel. You know what I'm saying? And everybody benefited from that. You know what I'm saying? And the budget started going up. You know what I'm saying? It started out we would get $1,000 budget. And then we went to 15, went to 25, to 5, to 10s. And, you know, and we here now. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just you know, sticking to the script and just kind of rocking out and being true to the game and doing it from a space of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to love this, bro, because it's like the ups and downs, you know what I'm saying, with this. If you don't love this, man, trust me, you're gonna walk away from this shit.
Nah, 100%, man, because it's a consistent thing. You gotta really love this thing, and a lot of people, a lot of photographers, they reach out to me. A lot of videographers, they reach out to me like, hey man, let's pull up. I want to learn this. I'm like, here go my number. Yeah, you can call me. This where I'm at. Pull up. You feel me? I'm here probably about 5 days out the week.
Gotcha.
You can count on it.
Yeah.
Or unless if I ain't there, I'm out shooting.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, you could pull up on me. I'm always here working.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's one of the things that takes that level of work. And like, even with like producing, just like as a young producer and learning from like just observing and staying consistent with it. Yeah. Like, in producing, like, what's like your process as far as like, okay, talking with a client, like, is it like they first reach out to you, like how, or not even to that? It's like kind of like, do you have like a process where it's like, okay, I try to fill them out, like as far as ask them these type of questions to kind of feel like an idea of like, what's the feeling of the song? Definitely. Who you speaking to?
Most definitely, because I mean, you know, these projects come from all different people, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's that experience like?
It might, you know, the projects might come from the director, projects might come from the label, the projects might come from the managers, you know what I'm saying? All different people. Like, so if it comes from, let's say it comes from the director, you know what I'm saying? You know, they'll reach out to me, yo, Black, I got a project, here's the concept, you know, we got X amount of budget, you know what I'm saying, to do this project. Mm-hmm. Now my job from there now is to kind of like break down the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole budget and the whole treatment. Mm-hmm. So my job is to make the budget and the treatment works together, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Make that work, you know what I'm saying? So like, for example, this video is 50,000, you know what I'm saying? And it requires, you know what I'm saying, I need a house, I need cars, I need girls, I need, you know what I'm saying, I need drones, I need all this. So I have to pretty much provide all those things that the budget need and pretty much stay within my budget. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, so, and I have to do this within 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, that requires a good assistant director.
So what is it exactly you mean you have to do in 12 hours?
Yeah, so on a production day, you have 12 hours. On a production day, you know what I'm saying, pretty much you got 12 hours to pretty much to get a project done. You know what I'm saying? After 12 hours, you got overtime. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to need more money. So that's when you got to talk to the client for more money, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to find that extra, you know what I'm saying, that more money for overtime. So you trying to do everything that you can within this 12-hour day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's very important to have a good assistant director. You know what I'm saying? An AD that's going to pretty much run the show for you. That's kind of got, you know, that is going to go by the schedule and trying to keep everything going and everything going smooth and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes in place. So you definitely gotta have a good assistant director.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So that's what's up, man. And even working with a team, cause like even when we was working on the set, is it like you got to go through as far as like hiring all of the graphers, all of that,
definitely.
Everybody that was basically there on set.
Yeah, I pretty much.
I'm like, this have to be a set of like what is it, 30 people?
30 people, yeah, definitely. And we got to go through. Like for me, I pretty much work with like my production manager and my production coordinator. Like we kind of coordinate, going through the different what we need. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a director and a director photographer might have who they want. Like, okay, cool. The DP might want they specific AC and a specific gaffer who they want, but pretty much everything else is, we fill in the blanks. You know what I'm saying, as far as everything else, and not only that too, man. You gotta it's not only that, you gotta put the right personnel together too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just put any crew together, because you gotta make sure the gel is right. You gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, like the energy is right on set and all that. So it's very important, because you don't want to have the bad energy on set. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your process in being able to like get the vibe and making sure like everybody is in the group like on the same level? Like, is it like is it just
hiring the right people? You know what I'm saying? I think for me, I've been able to find the right crew. You know what I'm saying? The right people that got the right vibe, that kind of know what, how we move, and you know what I'm saying, what people want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's very important. So I think, we kind of locked in on that. So I think people come to us for the vibe. Yeah, BlakPro shit. You know what I'm saying? For the vibe though. Like, so I think that's what we've been able to kind of like separate ourselves and kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand out from the rest. You know what I'm saying? It's because of what we've been able to bring to the table. Not only you gonna get a dope product, you know what I'm saying? A dope product, you know what I'm saying? Like, the vibe on set is different on a BlakPro set. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because we real with it. So, we bring it's a different energy. You know what I'm saying? So
there's people that really love it. Yeah, it's like they putting that love. It's like how you cook my food? How you make my salmon? Did he make it with love?
Exactly. Like the nigga in the kitchen. Like, you gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? And that same thing, like cooking up, like, cooking up the right thing, man. And you gotta have the right crew and the right camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? And get that going. So we've been blessed to have, you know what I'm saying, the right people on set, and we've been doing what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, and we trailblazing right now. So,
nah, 100%. So like, with like even like I want to just talk about like with brand. So me, I know about BlakPro before, like from the very beginning. Or shit, I don't even know if I was part of the very beginning. I don't know where I was at in that whole circle. I was just blessed enough to experience it. Experience, like, it's all about game and it's all about opportunities.
For sure.
You gotta have opportunities. You gotta have exposure to certain things. It's all about exposure as well, and opportunities. So like that's how I was able to get the opportunity to like understand how a set even moved.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like how like it's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean? So like when it comes to that, like how were you already going as BlakPro? And if you was, I'm like the branding and the way that you've been even thinking about marketing and going about yourself, like, or the company going about it is like, just talk to me about as far as like from the branding aspect of like, if I'm a video company and I'm trying to brand myself, like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So for me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, when I started my career, like, for me it was all about like, ownership. You know what I'm saying, and building and starting something. You know what I'm saying, and for me that was BlakPro. So like when I started BlakPro, I didn't even really know what, you know what I'm saying, like what a production company, like you know what I'm saying, like the build up. I just knew like I knew I wanted a production company, so I started a production company because I knew like
figure it out.
Yes, like I swear to God, that's
yeah,
what I
like
did.
I could bet on me figuring this out. I might not know how to fully operate, but this is what I want, and I'm gonna figure it out while we build it.
Totally. I started my company. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my company going, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna build it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grow as I grow. You know what I'm saying? With the company, I'm gonna figure it out. And pretty much that's what I did. Like I started my own company. Like I literally like, You know what I'm saying? Went to the library, did my research on how to start my own company, did my own paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Literally, call, you know what I'm saying? Call IRS, got my own tax ID number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, changed my own company to a S Corp because I did my research on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the tax advantage and stuff like that, that S Corp give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really put the grind in on the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, on that. So from the beginning, I was like, yo, this is what I wanted. So I started the company BlakPro, and really me being in the industry, you know what I'm saying, being at like interning at 99 Jams, like I understand promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like music and promotion, so I understand branding. I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put your name out there. For me, it was never about me. Like, it was never about Black. It was all about BlakPro. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really, like, promote me. I'll promote Black. I'd rather you know BlakPro than me. You feel me? Because I figure, like, as long as I have BlakPro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have that going, and people, and that could move everything.
Yeah.
And that was it for me.
And BlakPro is like, it's a culture, it's a mindset, it's a spark, really.
You
could say it's a spark, because that's a spark that helped build what Content Factory Media Group is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those sparks and those, like, Ignite. Opportunities to be able to, like, be understand, like, okay, this is how our crew is.
This is possible.
Yeah, this is possible. And even seeing those times, like, because I know you, even seeing those times when it's off camera, off set.
For sure.
And we just building, we just vibing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Just politicking, talking ideas, talking different like how we were just on the board earlier.
Yeah.
You know, with Javon and them boys and Ab and you know what I mean, Ari just out there just like, we just going at it on the board, and then he came in at least giving a different perspective.
Nah,
you
for
feel
sure.
what I'm saying?
And
especially like adding value with
sure.
content, with what we doing.
Totally. And that's what it's all about. And I think for me it's about like the OG who brought me in the game, you know what I'm saying? The first thing he told me was always about paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? Paying it forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was all about, you know, spreading the information and sharing the knowledge. And you know what I'm saying? And letting Black filmmaker know this is possible. You know what I'm saying? And me being that spark, you know what I'm saying? And me understanding, like, okay, cool, understanding who I am, and you know what I'm saying? And knowing my role in this whole game. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was very important. And for me, like, BlakPro, that's why I, like, you know what I'm saying? At first, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, coming up, you know, even in the commercial world, like, you know what I'm saying? You come in like that, it's like, you know, BlakPro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the kickback and, you know, but like, you gotta understand, like, this is what it's all about. We the culture. You know what I'm saying? We are the culture. Like, you guys, you know, we emulate us, like, all that stuff. Nah, like, that's what it's all about, man. And for me, that was very important for me to trailblaze that and to build my brand, and to make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, people could come under that and to, you know, work under that, and we could build and we could grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? And we just build and put people in position. You know what I'm saying? And we just growing, bro.
As a team together, and that's like one of the most things that people don't really understand, that it's a collaboration of kings.
Totally,
like,
totally. And
there's so many different people that's like in their own world. They got their own team. They got their own. It's like a collaboration of like so many different like kings coming together,
sure. And like
that communication got to be like,
for sure. And like you say, like kings. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's never like I don't try to come through like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm no boss. I don't run nobody. Like, I feel like I treat everybody like, yo, you your own king. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, I'm gonna tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, go start your own company, and you be, you know what I'm saying? You be your own king, because I think for all us, we gotta be like that. We gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we all kings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now you always put out that energy. Like, even if you said it or not, like, I already like know, like, okay. Like, it's just like always like, even like how we is right now. Like like one day I could be working with a whole nother production company, and I'm playing a position here, and it's like we work like, you know what I mean? Work with multiple different, like, whether it's like I'm working with Ab, whether I'm working with Al and Syndicate, whether whoever that we're working with, but it's like it's all one team basically. It's the same people.
Yeah, because you work at the end of the day, man. You're working for that product. You know what I'm saying? You're working on putting that to have the best product, the best. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you're working at to put out. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I always tell everybody. It don't matter who put it together, as long as you know what I'm saying.
You're a part of it.
Long as you're a part of it, and you able to like, you know what I'm saying, to create some really dope content. You know what I'm saying? And I never been the ego type. You know what I'm saying? Like in my industry, you know, you have a lot of people that really focus on like, okay, I produced this or I did this or this and this and that. That never really.
But you did some shit, bro. You did some shit for the Migos.
Nah, for sure. Yeah,
definitely. But like the quality of the work, like I'm like, like, and the thing is too is like, I've seen you work with multiple directors, so I'm like, even with that, just looking from the outside, like always like paying attention to like communication,
definitely,
and then making sure everything is in place.
Details.
So it's like. Whether I'm close around you to see like the details that you put into it, I know it took a lot of thought.
Definitely.
To make this happen.
Yeah, like you said,
and a lot of collaboration.
Definitely. Like you say, to work with different directors. You know what I'm saying? That's you know that's you know, a lot of time that's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? But I think for me, like, you know what I'm saying, like you say, just being able to keep a cool, calm head and to communicate with them and to really kind of like help them paint their picture. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what it's all about. Like, I think my job is really to put out the canvas, you know what I'm saying, and give these directors their paintbrush to create, you know what I'm saying, and I find pleasure and joy in doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I think just really just being calm and cool and them just being on the same vibe as you know what I'm saying, that helps. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of different directors rock with me. Because they see, you know what I'm saying, like, number one, if I'm on a project with them, they know I'm in the paint with them. You know what I'm saying? They know I got their back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know that. And, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, they know, like, you know, I'm going to follow through. Like, if I say this how it is, that's how it's going to be. So, you know, I try to be a man of my word, you know what I'm saying? And I try to stand on that, man. Like, because this industry, like, you know, like I said before, you know, you're going to come across a lot of finicky people, you know what I'm saying? But like, as long as you try to stay true to who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like at night, I can sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I can do that, I'm good.
Nah, 100%, man. And that's really what it is, man. Being able to like collaborate. You know what I mean? Put out that type of product, put out that type of work on a consistent basis.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And like, for me, it's like even like just being able to see work and then be able to like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Get the type of work. Bring your level to the way that you wanna bring it. Like, even if you're not doing music videos, you know what I mean? If you're doing weddings, it's the same thing. You take that same energy, you add it into your sauce. Totally. You feel what I'm saying?
Like I was telling you guys, like as long as you're creating dope stuff,
exactly.
People are gonna see that.
They gonna come to it.
They gonna feel the energy.
Yep.
Like, it all. You know what I'm saying? Like it all plays its part. You know what I'm saying? Like from the three part, from the pre-production to the production to the post-production. You gotta have that energy, you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna trust me. It's gonna show
from the beat, from even like you know what I mean, Reggie, Ab, like Rocker,
sure.
like having that energy on the. It's important to have that collaboration. It's important to be with the same people over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because it's like at the end of the day, like you gotta know like Ali.
Yeah, for sure. The chemistry, it's right. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, shout out to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, man, Rocker, you know what I'm saying, in the building. And my nigga Reggie in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Raven, who's not here. You know, that's the team, BlakPro. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking, man. And for me, I think that's when things really started really moving, was when we was able to really like kind of like come together and really, you know what I'm saying, kind of get this thing moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell anybody, it takes a team, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, with Young Chang and, you know, shout out to Young Chang and my part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we've been rocking, and shout out to Indian and, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, bro.
Yo, that's the like that's the one thing that it's always love when we get on set, and it's like it's like a family, bro.
Yeah.
Every time you get on set, it's like a big old family, man.
Mm-hmm.
So like even with that, like I want to know like when it comes to like production and everything like that, like what's your like, you know what I mean, like how do you feel about like where it's going, like where you trying to like go with it in?
Man, I think for me, I mean, for where we going now, you know what I'm saying, definitely want to, still do our music video, music videos, and I think definitely and in the TV lane, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
definitely we got some, some TV series that, we working on, you know what I'm saying, definitely want to do some features.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying, that's definitely in the works, man. So, like I say, this is a marathon, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is in the works, ain't nothing going to happen before it's time. So, it's going to happen in due time, you know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. And that at the same time, I'm like, hey, Truth to Create, you on the Truth to Create podcast.
Nah, for sure.
I'm going to need you to come through and drop some knowledge at the one of the Truth to Creates. We got one, like, probably whenever you ready to pull up.
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure.
And
That's
lead
right.
it. And that's one of them joints that, like the thing is, like, it's all sparking.
Gotcha.
It's all about sparking the energy, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
I love to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like how I can inspire and motivate. You know what I'm saying? The future. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that, man. And I think we gotta share. We gotta spread the love, man, and motivate. You know what I'm saying? Hustle and motivate, like my nigga Nipsey Hussle say. You know what I'm saying?
You understand me? You know, I got my marathon. I got plenty of marathon gear. You feel what I'm saying? Had to do it up, and that's really, and even like how, like for me, it's just like that.
Yeah,
you
for
feel
sure.
What I'm saying?
Even the mindset.
And like the thing is, like between Nipsey and Pac, these are the two people that I've gotten a lot of information, a lot of like value from. It's like when like every time when I mentioned like I don't die, I multiply. When Tupac said that shit, it's like I had to understand that, and then I understand that it was the power of the content, him speaking his mind.
Yeah, he dropped them seeds.
He dropping that knowledge, him dropping how he actually feel, him putting out that music, him putting out content, putting out content, and that's why I was like, you know what,
sparking the next generation.
We doing it. We've been like you've been doing this in person and really connecting dots and putting people on. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm sure I'm not the first person that you put on set. That was their first time being exposed to a real production set.
For sure.
I'm sure you've done that many of times. You feel what I'm saying? As 100%. Far as like with that exposure. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's what we are doing, but when he said we don't die, we multiply, when I feel like it's like with the music and the content and even like Bob Marley or like anybody that's put out music consistently in a short period of time, like you see that, you feel what I'm saying? And you see that even with Nipsey, it's like the marathon, it's really just a mindset, and it's really just about having like for me, I always look at it like just a consistency level of like just putting in just work.
Yeah, just work,
you know
and just not worrying about like when it's gonna happen. Just knowing it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just that mindset, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing like it's gonna happen. I just gotta just worry about, you know what I'm saying, like the makeup between that, like between when it's happened and just be ready for when it happened to knowing what to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
What would you say build your mindset to be able to be like focused like that? Because like that takes extreme confidence. Like, what would you say is like what's your method to get even into that mind frame?
That's consistency. That's like you say, like how you say what you say. You hear what every day you doing something every day. Consistency is doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing the same thing over and over and developing and building you. You know what I'm saying? So now like it's just second nature. So now you not coming to the office and doing what you doing, and you gonna feel weird, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's like that's not my norm. Like I'm missing a day. You gonna feel on. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna feel fulfilled. Like you gonna feel like damn, like I skipped out. gonna be like, all right, now I gotta put 2 days in to make up for the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I think consistency and just you being, you know what I'm saying, you being on it every day, building. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like them every day.
That's what's up. So I'm gonna go in deep and with it too, cause like that right there is major, right there. You feel me? And like for us, I get it, I understand it, but like just to break it down in a simple term, like what would you say is like, not what you would say, but like what would you say is like your morning routine that where you would be able to get the most out of the day or something like that, or like what would you say is like a daily routine that you do to get the most out of the
daily
day?
routine for me, waking up 6:50 every morning. I take my girls to school. You know what I'm saying? Every morning, they gotta be there by 7:20. So I take them to school. I come back home. You know what I'm saying? Either I get on my bike, you know what I'm saying, or I get on my bicycle. You know what I'm saying? Ride that for like 30 minutes, and then it's right to it. You know what I'm saying? Like either I'm doing emails, or you know what I'm saying, I'm going over budgets, or early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, I like to do, you know what I'm saying, like my IGs, and you know what I'm saying, like check on that, you know what I'm saying, that type world, you know what I'm saying? And probably like 10, 11, I'm probably to the office.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, we rocking with the team, just going over, different projects or whatever we need to do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we got going on. And, and then by 7, 8, we probably wind down and going back to the crib. But once I go back to the crib, it's still work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it really don't stop.
Yeah, that's the life of an
what I'm
entrepreneur.
saying?
Like
Facts.
once you, it's a
20.
dream.
It's 24/7.
24/7. You building that, right?
Yeah, because it really don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my wife too, man. Like she's been one of the biggest supporter. Like, you know what I'm saying, of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it really takes that. You know what I'm saying? I really have somebody that really see, you know what I'm saying, your vision and your dream, and can really like to help you bring that to fruition. That was very important in my career. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my wife. So, like having that woman by your side is definitely important too. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, definitely, man. Cause that's so I'm I got me a lady now. It took me a little minute.
That's
it took me a little bit, but nothing.
Let me tell you something now. That's very important, because even getting views from their perspective is very important. From a female perspective.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, it's very important, because like they see stuff different. So like they gonna bring stuff to the table that's like you wasn't even thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Like, damn, I would have missed that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Not for real. And it's like it's very important, man. A woman is very, very important to your movement, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, she had my back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her.
Nah, 100%. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. This thing, like even with that, like, being willing to even accept love.
Nah,
you feel what I'm saying? Cause that's just I don't know.
Not knowing the blessings.
Yeah.
What could come from that? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for sure.
Nah.
Because it's like, this journey we on is it's different. You know what I'm saying? It be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through relationships. I've been through a lot for this. You know what I'm saying? I done had a girl told me like I can't be with you because I need a guy who works a 9 to 5 so I could know how he move. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to be, I had to like, nah, this I'm gonna move like this, and this, so this ain't gonna really work. You know what I'm saying? And we had to sacrifice like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's for the movement. You know what I'm saying? And I could have, like, well, what if I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, bend and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta do what you want to do, man, and realize, like, yo, it's a bigger purpose for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely, bro, and that's really what it is, man. That's what Truth to Create is all about, man. Having that dream and moving on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, like the podcast thing probably started up probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, you know, that's how I want to commend you. Like, you was brave enough to even move on that. You know, much people just have an idea they had and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But you was able to make the action. You was able to put forth the effort and you know what I'm saying, and make it happen. So like, that's commendable. That's big. A lot of people don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's commendable, bro.
Nah, 100%. That's why I'm like, yo, I appreciate you coming through and hanging out with me, man. Cause like, time is the only thing you got. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, bruh, like it's a marathon. Like,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
feel me? It's just like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, being being at where you know me from. You feel what I'm saying? Like 15 and to now, that's like 20 years, ain't it?
Nah, facts.
That's 20 years, bro.
Yeah, and you see how fast it go by, like, right? So you know what I'm saying, and that's why I tell everybody, bro. You just gotta move. You just gotta go after what you want because time waits on nobody. So like, yo, if you trying to do this, whatever you trying to do, just go for it, bro. Like, you just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you tried going for it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you know, that's how I live. It's like, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. Like, I got no fear. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could try. I don't care about failing. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's not failing. It's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna learn from that. You know what I'm saying? That trial, like whatever I did, you know, I'm gonna learn from that, and I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna build from that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never scared of trying something. I'm never scared of failing. I'm never scared of jumping out the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all those things is behind me. Like, so I could come up with an idea tonight and be like, yo, I want to do this. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I operate.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, in order to win, you gotta have that, like that, you know what I'm saying, that no fear, you know what I'm saying, in you. Like, I feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, like everybody who's winning and who's doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, they have that one part. They not scared of trying things. They're not scared of failing.
They're not scared of
They're
failing.
not scared of, like, you know what I'm saying, like
rejection.
They're not scared of like, you know what I'm saying, losing everything, and because you're a hustler, so you know, okay, cool, I'm gonna get it back. Like, you feel me? So it's like, it's just knowing those things, man, and just like, you know, and just living by that. So
Nah, 100%, man. It's just like exactly that, bro. Like, that willingness to fail and that willingness to try, that willingness to make sure, like just putting in the work.
Yeah,
that
for
willingness,
sure.
the willingness to do that, bro. Like, that's gonna take you always to that next level, and that is like Biggie said, hey, never make moves when you're if you're timid. You know what I mean? Only make moves when your heart's in it. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, for
like,
sure.
Like, basically, like, bruh, like,
make sure you love what you're doing.
yeah, if we gonna move, we gonna move on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, we just, you know what I mean, 100% go into it. We're not gonna like, okay, yeah, it's an opportunity that this shit might not go well, but fuck it, we gonna lock in.
Yeah, you gonna lock in. So what if it don't go well? Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's gonna work out, man. We gonna make it work out. I feel like really, like, it's all about the energies too. It's like, and we have that main focus that no matter what's gonna happen, today's gonna be a good day. We gonna make sure this project come out well, and if it don't go out exactly how we want, we gonna learn something from it. We gonna build it. We gonna build a better connection. Like,
totally.
That's the energy. So it's like, not being afraid to jump, not being afraid to collaborate.
For sure.
Even being afraid to collaborate, that kind of sometimes have stopped a lot of us from growing. You feel what I'm saying?
Totally.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, one, you got to communicate.
Yeah.
Because once you collaborating, you can't just
you
say
have to.
ain't nobody gonna read your mind, bruh. You gotta talk to somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a whole extra step.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And then you gotta trust. You gotta build that level of knowing and trusting each other and knowing how to work together. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
100%.
but it does take that to build a company.
Yeah,
and like, even with you, like, how many people do you work with, right? Like, as far as like as a team, like, will you say like 50?
Nah, I mean, right now the core is me, Rocka, Raven, I got Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, core is like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then every project we like, you know, it's all about outsourcing and just kind of getting the crew for every job. You know,
Nice.
so it's like, you know, every job is different. You know what I'm saying? Some job is big. It might require us to get 30, 40 crew. You know what I'm saying? And some job is small. It's just might have 10 crew. Like last week we shot a job for Gunna, and it was just 8 of us on set. You know what I'm saying? It was real small, real intimate. You know what I'm saying? So, and we shot some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a small crew, that don't mean you can't shoot dope shit too. So we just, you know, man, it's just real small, and you know, we got up some really dope shit, and it's just all about that. Just we was able to put the right crew together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to execute what we wanted to do.
And I feel like that energy of that 5 is gonna make the rest like
for sure. And
be vibrations of that.
For sure. That's how that's how Hype Williams Hype Williams ran around with like 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like shooting all them videos you seen, it was like 10 crew. Like 10 people. His core people was 10 people. Like running around shooting all them videos.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. 100%, man. Choose to Create podcast, brother.
For sure.
I appreciate you rocking with me, man. They already everything gonna be added on the links below, like. But as far as like who you want to work with, or who should contact you, you know.
As far as who I want to work with, man, that part I just, you know, that's for the man up above. He put who I need to work with in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
You know, as far as who to contact, you know what I'm saying? That's at BlakPro everything. At BlakPro everything. You feel me? BlakPro.com. You know what I'm saying? At BlakPro, IG, Facebook, everything, man. Just support the movement, because we moving. You know what I'm saying? Black owned. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we pushing that, man. And it's all about, you know, it's all about love and, you know what I'm saying, filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? And we coming, bro. We mobbing.
100%, man. You know, this thing ain't, you know, it's that steady road, bro. We out here consistent with it, man. Content Factory Media Group,
for sure.
RJDs, man, and really and truly, like, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
To be able to be bold enough to believe in the future. You feel what I'm saying? To be able to bold enough to give somebody an opportunity to mess up. Give him an opportunity to do what he do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to give him the opportunity to even vibe. Like,
for sure.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like
to believe in yourself.
Making that connection, even if you don't know him well like that. You feel me? Give him that opportunity to shine, bro. And that's really what it comes down to. And like, that's what's been able to like spark a lot of the things that y'all seeing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
With the collaborations, with everything we doing here, Content Factory Media Group, and Choose to Create Academy.
For sure.
Bro, a lot of things come from like sparks. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
and I commend you. And I commend you, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep sparking, and, you know, keep trailblazing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we are Black kings. You know what I'm saying? And just know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And just know what's ahead for you. You know what I'm saying? And salute, my brother. Keep doing your thing. All right?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
proud of you.
Yo, Choose to Create podcast.
Yeah, BlakPro.
Yo.